Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekends. I hope you are resting, eating some good food, and in good company. Okay? No periodic table or alien talk tonight. But we're going to get into this download. There were actually 2 other topics that I wanted to go over, but the creator just sprung this one on me real quick. And is it love or is it selfishness? That was the question that was posed, right, for the segment. A lot of the times we go through this warfare and we believe that we love something so much that we can change it, right? You can't change the hand of God, first of all. Let's just say that. And it's a really egotistical thing to believe that, whether you are on the good side or the right side of things, okay? And this is where your style of prayer should be analyzed. The way you deal with people, the way you deal with yourself, your relationship with the Creator as a whole, not just prayer. Because a lot of people think that having a good prayer life and fasting is all you need, right? Your behavior needs to be reflective of your relationship, okay? In all facets. The way you spend your money, your relationship with money. It's not even just the way you spend it, but your relationship with money in itself, okay? And all of these things that we cater to and slave for and keep in our midst in a really tight grip on, we feel that we love these things, but a lot of the times we don't release the things that we feel we like so much or love so much. Not even just people. It could be a mindset. It could be a particular spirit. It could be a behavior. It could be some place that you're going, right? It can be the way that you're eating. It could be your lifestyle overall. It doesn't have to be one thing over another, right? But the whole gist here is to get you to understand that there's a very thin line between loving a thing and then being so selfish that you don't want to let it go. And we hear about this all the time, right? But spiritually speaking, and you could be on either side, right? You could be the one doing the manipulating. You could be casting and binding and doing all of that, right? Or you could be the pure heart. You could be the one with the great intentions that's being led by the Creator, right? Genuinely. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on with this. You have to ask yourself. And it's, like I said, not just one thing, right? It's all things. Do you love it? Is it really love? Or is it selfishness? Remember, our understanding of the ethers and our relationship with the Creator and our relationship with the world around us, including people, places, and things, right? It's just one aspect. It's just one spectrum. Like we always say here, right? We are just one little spectacle in this big old grand scheme of things, right? So you have to understand that it's really easy to make sure you are looking at this thing from a proper lens. And when I say this thing, I mean the spiritual aspect of how you hold on to things. You could, and this is not just forgiveness, right? you could not be physically connected to something, but still energetically connected to it. And we talk about that all the time, right? But holding on to, like I said, this thing, it could just be a belief about a person, a belief about a thing, a belief about yourself, good or bad. And that good or bad thing is going to vary depending on who are you asking, who's being asked the question, right? So a lot of this is subjective, of course, because again, your reflection is just one aspect, okay? Your experience, your journey is just one aspect of this dimension. If you are not willing to let things go to flourish, whether so they can flourish or so you can flourish, you will definitely lower your own vibration by doing that. And you can actually accidentally go into delay. Okay? You don't have to necessarily be the one who is doing the bad work. You could be the good seed, right? Your understanding of when the Creator wants you to release, right, a thing that even you claim to love and have this, admiration for, and you could even still be vibrationally yoked. You could be vibrationally connected to someone in a good way, right? And it could feel good. It could be all good and well. But if the Creator is leading you to love a thing, you have to understand, you have to be willing to know. I'm not even going to be cliche and say, if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, then it's how you know. But it's like that type of vibe, right? You need to be in a space of allowing your understanding to be where it is. You cannot put the cart before the horse, right? You have to make sure that you are moving in alignment correctly, because a lot of people get that, right? Your vibration can be compatible because it's your journey, right? So the things that you are supposed to get can automatically come with you. And being in alignment is about timing. It's about making the proper decision to be at the right place at the right time with the right mindset, with the right people, okay? It's not just always about getting a thing because you are due, or because you're deserving, or because you're a chosen one, or, because you are blessed. It's not always about getting something because you are due to inherit it, right? You have to be open. Remember, we talked about suggestion a while. Mainly, the words, speaking, suggestion, right? Suggestion spells, and how people can use words or say certain things to make suggestions, to plant seeds in your spirit, right? We talked about that. This is more so of you being aware, right, of the different energies that are looming, and being able to balance yourself enough to make a rational decision to say, okay, I love this thing so much that I know, because my love is pure, because my love is meant for this thing, that I can release it. Because that means I'm, via this love, it's so potent and real, will always be connected. I'll always be connected to that thing. right? So this is one of those things where you have to understand that you have a place in all of this. And in order for you to take that place up, the things that you love cannot be in the way. And take that any kind of way. Meaning you can't allow them to be used against you for manipulation. You can't allow yourself to be stopped by matters of the heart. You have to be aware of the things that you love and have boundaries around them enough, right, to be able to make a decision that is not only fruitful but is realistic. A realistic decision should be placing you somewhere in the middle. You should be able to make a decision that will allow you to keep your pride, to keep your dignity and your integrity, and you can still benefit in some way, and so can everyone else connected to you. That's how powerful love is. That's how strong love is. And a lot of the times it's not even your choice, the things that you love, because as everything else carries a vibration and it is attached to us and meant for us, so are the things you love. People, the foods, the clothing, the TV shows, the particular music artists, the different cultures, right? All of the things that you are attracted to, you are vibrationally connected to them for some reason or another, whether it's from a past life, something that's building you for the future, or something that you need to connect to for this timeline, right? We need to be realistic about our understanding of what we love. And again, a lot of the times, and we always say this, right? You really don't have much say so in the matter. Of course, we have free will, but even if any time the Creator wants to come in and literally stop you from doing anything, He can do it. So yeah, you do have free will, but being obedient, it keeps you so leveled, and it will allow you to flourish in ways that are unimaginable, like really, for real. So if I'm gonna leave you guys with anything for this segment, it would be for you to say, honestly, if you love something, don't allow it to be toyed with, used against you, and don't be so selfish that you can't see if you are just selfish and you really don't love a thing, right? Because sometimes you can trick yourself into thinking that you love a thing or a person or a place, just because you are too selfish to release it, because you like it that much, because you want it that much, because you feel that it is something that is enhancing you in some kind of way. Alright? I've been a little hoarse lately, so yeah, that's what's been going on. But I'm fine, alright? But yeah, is it love, or are you just selfish? You have to ask yourself that and be realistic with the answer, with the response, and accept it and then move on. All right. But I love y'all. I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. Hope y'all have been drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea, because it's most definitely free. I love y'all. Peace.